Hi, my name is Sunshine. That was loud. Hi, my name is Sunshine Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is going to be on Beyonce, Chloe X Halle. Okay, so first I would like to ask, what is Beyonce's current energy towards Chloe X Halle? Let me see. I'm gonna do something different. Oh, see, this always happens. Try again. There you go. How does Beyonce feel towards Chloe X Halle? Chloe and Halle. How does Beyonce feel towards Chloe and Halle? The Seven of Wands. Oh. The Queen of Swords. Okay, you guys. So there might be some fighting going on. But Beyonce's projecting, of course. Beyonce's projected. She's going through a rough patch in her marriage again. And so she's taking her anger out on other people. She's fucking projecting. Lord. How does Chloe and Halle feel towards Beyonce? Okay. So they just want to stay on her good side. Which one should I do first? I'm going to do Chloe and Halle first. Okay, so when it comes to the both of them, if I'm being honest with you, I think they talk about her like amongst themselves. They talk about her, Beyonce. I don't know what they be saying. Let's see. They talk about her amongst themselves, and I honestly feel like it's Chloe though. Chloe's the more sensitive one. I see that very clearly. And so Halle just gives her a more objective perspective. She's just like, you know, sis, it's okay. It's okay if she snapped, like just continue doing you, keep going, like you're doing good, you're doing great. Like this, I'd have to say the bond between these sisters is very strong, and I don't think it'll ever get broken, which is a great thing. And I feel like Chloe here, though, specifically Chloe, when it comes to how they view Beyonce, Chloe is trying to she's trying to be fair when it comes to her perception of Beyonce. She's trying to be compassionate and understanding, and like she might just be going through something right now. Let's see. What did Chloe and Halle be saying about Beyonce behind her back? The Four of Swords. Okay. What did Beyonce, Chloe? What did Chloe and Halle be saying about Beyonce behind her back? All right. Well, they think she's a good mother. They think she's a good mother. In the World card. Okay. Well. So there's a thing here about keeping their distance. You know, like I said before, when I feel like Halle consults Chloe and kind of like comforts her and says like you're doing good, if you need to distance yourself, then do so. There's no shame into doing that. And Halle is more so like, that's what I would do. If you're afraid to step on her toes, if maintaining a relationship with her or being in contact with her at this time is bringing you anxiety and stress, maybe you should just distance yourself, and maybe she'll understand, you know. And you know, I don't know, Halle is more so like, but still there's just this partnership here with the Two of Cups. There's a partnership, and they still have respect for Beyonce out of their partnership, you know. Or out of the partnership, they still have respect for Beyonce. But I feel like Beyonce be taking her anger out on them. And of course, they don't want to step on her toes. You know, they want to remain on her good side. And so they have no choice but to converse with each other and vent to each other. This is how I feel about her. This is what I think is going on. I guess trying to make sense of the situation. But because they don't want to step on her toes, because I guess you could say they're small fish in a big pond. There's a need here for comprise and being smart about how going about not being in contact with Beyonce while she's going through this rough patch in her life. They see it very clearly, they try to be compassionate towards this motherhood here. The Empress talks about motherhood, fertility. Just the Empress is a mother and she has a family, and so they view Beyonce as the Empress, and they're being compassionate towards home duties that she must have at home. Therefore, that got her stressed, or she has so much work to do that she's stressed, and so she's just stressed right now. It's like whatever she says to us, whatever she does to us, what if she snaps at us, it's not a reflection about how she truly feels about us. Maybe she's just stressed. So they have no choice but to talk about it amongst themselves, because they can't, necessarily, I guess they're afraid to confront her about it. I don't know. But how does Beyonce feel about them? Well, there she is. You see, this kind of does look like Beyonce from afar, to be honest with you. And you see how this woman is like fighting off other wands. This could symbolize she's protective of Chloe and Halle. But like a manager kind of vibes, but also it's like I see Beyonce being angry, therefore taking her anger out on other people. And I know because it's the reverse effect, I'm showing this card and her hand is out towards this card. But when I was laying it down on the table, the Queen of Swords card, the Queen of Swords hand was pointing towards this card. And this talk is about marriage. I honestly feel like when Beyonce and Jay-Z are not going through a rough patch, she feels good. But when they are, she gets upset. She feels powerless. And so she takes her anger out on other people that they're not the problem, right? But she's too fucking cowardly to tell the person that she has a problem with what the problem is. And so she takes her anger out on other people, including these girls. But I do see her. How else does Beyonce feel towards Chloe and Halle? I do see her possibly even being protective over the girls, but still, she takes her anger out on people, not just them, but other people. How else does Beyonce feel towards Chloe and Halle? You can leave your card at the door. I need some alone time. What did I just tell you? I need some alone time. It's like she's going through something and she takes her emotions out on others. And she realizes this. That's why she says, you know what? I need some alone time because I'm taking my anger out on you and I don't mean to. And I think she's too prideful to fucking apologize. But I do see that maybe Chloe or Halle or both do something that gets her mad. And so instead of her putting her foot down, instead of the energy requiring her to put her foot down be a 5, she goes to a fucking 10 because she's going through something. And then on top of that, Chloe or Halle or both piss her off. And so do I see she's justified in putting her foot down? Yes, but she be doing too much. How else does Beyonce feel towards Chloe and Halle? And she may also feel like she's in competition with the two because they're young. And I guess you could say they're still viewed as innocent by the public. See, what did I just say? I didn't even see that. It says, I'm ashamed of what I've been doing with my life. I honestly feel like she's in competition with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody fucks up if they sign under Jay-Z and Beyonce, or even in close proximity. I'm gonna do a reading on Jay-Z. I mean, not Jay-Z. Beyonce and Kendrick and their relationship with each other, because it seemed like he's the only one that she collabs with like all the time. You notice that? It's like Beyonce doesn't collab with a lot of people more than once. She doesn't. But Kendrick is the only one that stuck by her all these years and that she keeps, collaborating with. So I'm gonna just see what's going on with their relationship. Maybe after this reading, I'm not sure. But I have the most beautiful, and you have the most beautiful Imperious Taurus. Well, she has, like I said before, she has a mutual respect for the girls, and I would even go as far as say she likes the girls. The girls are so nice, respectful. I see that very clearly because they won't stick up to the big bully, but whatever, right? To each their own. But she's in competition with them, and right now, she be taking her anger out on them. That's also probably a contributing factor. She's in competition with them. Therefore, she takes her anger out to make them feel small, inadequate, because she knows that they, seek for her approval. And she knows that they take pride in being connected to her. Will Chloe and Halle and Beyonce ever fall out? Let's not fall out. Oh, let's do Jay-Z. How does Jay-Z feel about Chloe and Halle? How does Jay-Z feel about Chloe and Halle? 3 of Wands. He feels like they have some more expanding to do. They have some more work to do. And he shows emotional maturity. It's like it's like he's a dad to them. You know what I'm saying? Like he gives fatherly advice if he needs them. He acts like he gives like dad energy around them, if that makes sense. I don't see it in a creepy way. It's just that, Beyonce's running the show, and he's just, when it comes to mentoring the girls, and he's just there like to add something extra on if needed. He thinks they're respectful too. And he also feels like, they have a lot of work to do. They have so much ahead of them. They're still young, He feels like you guys have so much more to do as far as expanding your brand. How does Chloe and Halle feel towards Jay-Z? 8 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Yeah, I see that. They be so nice when encountering these people, when they're in these people's presence. They be so nice. They fear to like, I don't want to bother you, okay? I don't want to be in your way. They fear of being in their way. So they just kind of stay to themselves, and, entertain themselves. Like I'm being drawn to like the Renaissance concert. It's like, we're here and we don't want to be in Beyonce's way or Jay-Z's way because they're busy. So we're just going to try and entertain ourselves, walk around, see who else is here. Very, very respectful. How do they feel towards Jay-Z? They feel like he runs the show. They feel like hold on. They view him as the magician. The magician is a master manifester, and they view him as like some sort of like authority, like someone who has power, someone who's powerful. They view him as someone that's fun too. I said before, Jay-Z is very charismatic, and he would make you laugh, and he doesn't always have stuck up energy. He doesn't. I feel like Beyonce is more reserved, shy, and stuck up than Jay-Z is. Jay-Z is more of the fun, laid-back type of person, especially how he presents himself to the public. And they share compassion for him. They like him. Honestly, I honestly feel like this energy is so much more better than Beyonce's energy. How they feel towards Beyonce. This energy is so much more better. They feel like they feel lighter when they're in Jay-Z's presence. Will and Chloe and Halle. Hold on. I want to ask, did Beyonce sabotage Chloe's In Pieces era? Did Chloe sabotage and did Beyonce sabotage Chloe's In Pieces era? Oh, y'all. I want to say yes. I want to say yes. But see, but there's something backhanded going on here. This is weird energy. So, okay, so I'm being drawn to the time where Chloe said she asked for Beyonce's advice on like a song or something, and Beyonce gave her advice, whoop-de-whoop. I honestly feel like Beyonce knew where it was going as far as how Chloe's album was going to do. She knew that Chloe has diverted so far away from her from her genre of music, and she knew where it was going and the results her album was going to harbor, but she didn't say anything, but it's out of, oh, you have free will to do whatever you please, and so if you flop, it's on you. It's like she gave her full creative control, but Beyonce is much more smarter than that. Like she knows Chloe. Weird. She knows Chloe more than Chloe even knows herself. This is very weird. She sees. There's a level of understanding here when it comes to how Beyonce views Chloe on a more intuitive level. I guess you could say it's because of the age. You know how like your parents say, I know you more than you even know yourself because I'm your parent, but also like an age thing. It's more of like a wisdom age thing. Like I used to think like you too, so I know exactly what you're trying to do, and girly, I can tell you right now it's not going to work. But see, Beyonce didn't tell her. She just let her do what she wanted to do. She's like, okay, if you want this, if you want to do this, then go ahead and do it. But Beyonce saw Beyonce saw where the fuck this was going to go. She did. But she didn't say anything. So in a way, I want to say yes, she did sabotage Chloe in a very subtle way, to where she's not really too much at fault. She's not too much to blame as to how she sabotaged Chloe. Very strategic thing to do. Well, not really strategic. It's more of like I'm gonna just let you do you, sis. Right? But it's weird. Very weird energy. It was sabotage, but she disguised it as, I'm gonna let you be free. Do what you want. You get what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense to you guys. Is Chloe's next era? Is Chloe's next era gonna do well? Is Chloe's next album going to do well? Y'all, well, there's going to be mixed reviews again. I think people are not going to like her new single, Boy Bye. I think I've seen that. People not really liking her new single. It's going to be mixed reviews again. But overall, the Sun card came out, and that's the most happiest card in tarot. That's the best card in tarot. And I think this would describe her feelings towards her album, towards her own project. She's going to love her own project. And that's good because, yes, she's going to be listening to what other people say about her next project, but she's not going to let that waver how she feels about her own project, which I'm so glad about that. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that she's not going to get bothered this time. Or this could be just how she presents herself to the public and what she says when she does interviews and press tours. They're going to be like, oh, along the lines of, how do you feel about people saying this, this, and that about your project? She's going to be like, well, I love it. And I think that I did my best. And I think that this project is probably one of my best projects that I ever did. And so I love it. So this might be her genuine feelings, or this might be how she presents herself to the public about her project. Do I see it being successful? More than in pieces. At least just a tad. There's going to be more positive feedback. People are going to be like, you know what? Well, of course, people are going to pick the album apart like they did in pieces, right? The irony, ironic. But overall, it's going to receive more positive feedback than in pieces. I honestly feel like Chloe learned from her lesson. She learned from last era. I honestly, I think I want to go see Chloe. I don't know. I definitely want to see, I want to see Taylor Swift. I'm not even going to lie. I just recently started getting into her music, and I think it's the eclipse energy. Because what the fuck? Like, I decided to listen to her discography a few days ago, and I can't say, listen, I can't say that still Taylor Swift is my type of music. I still like some of her songs, but as far as like her discography as a whole, she has really good bodies of work. And I explained when I did her reading, that 1 hour ass reading, I said, this album that she's putting out now, I said, it's mid. Like, at least that's how I'm perceiving her energy towards her own album. She did not put as much work as she did in other albums. And like I said before, I listened to the album Reputation. That was a good album. Did I like the songs? No. But I'm able to differentiate between my taste and if someone genuinely put in work to produce a body of work. And I can hear it in every song on that album that Taylor Swift worked really hard on the album and she put her all into it. And I don't feel like I'm going to receive the same feeling when I listen to her next album. Midnights, I don't think she put her all into that album either. I just don't hear it. And to me, all those songs sound the same. I just don't hear that she put her all into that album. I don't. And I feel like it's going to be the same with the next one. And she's aware of it. That's crazy. Like, she's aware that her passion has died down for music, and so she keeps putting it out, and she's not putting her all into it. But people were mad when I said that, and it wasn't me shading her and saying like, oh, her music is bad. No, it's just I was just reading her energy, and yeah. Reputation was a good album, and I like that. I like the cover art, even though her ass was showing the one eye. I still like it. I like the cover art. Do I like the songs? No, I do not. But I can tell, I can feel it in the music that she put her all into that album. And for that, I say it's a good album. It had structure, it made sense. The album cover was amazing. Okay, I loved it. She looked really pretty, but that's just my opinion. All right. I don't think I have any more questions when it comes to. Oh, I think I asked that already about Jay-Z and Chloe and Halle. I think that's it. I hope y'all enjoy. I'm sorry, I was ranting about Taylor Swift. That wasn't my intention. Like, I just went on about it. I might do another reading for her, but it might be no time soon because her energy is very draining, you guys. Like, but good thing I did that reading yesterday and I needed to go to sleep because I was having trouble sleeping. And so I was tired after I did that fucking reading. So I guess it kind of worked out in my favor. But her energy is very draining. I'll see you next time. Bye. Look what